has their right to privacy and to a private life. But what if you made a living off of other people's privacy? Would the right to a private life override another person's means of income? Hi, my name is Jessica Islas, and today I will introduce our topic of our argumentation speech and the issue of the paparazzi. Their interference with celebrities and the uprising issues of children being put in danger has caused a huge controversy among those who feed off of the famous and those who are against the printed stories. Which is why, in these next few minutes, my group mates and I will be discussing the current issue of the paparazzi. Many people might not be aware of the issue this job field has caused. Bursts of violent actions, photographs during people's weakest moments, and children being put in danger so that these journalists can take the golden picture for a story. Celebrities like Halle Berry and Jennifer Garner have made it very vocal about their stand against the paparazzi and the threat they pose against their children. Past history of freelance photographers taking pictures of children in playgrounds or of their famous parents outside of schools have made it very difficult to have a more positive outlook towards people just trying to make a living. People magazine's editorial director, Jess Cagle, made his statement about paparazzi in an editor's letter on February 25, 2014 on peoplemagazine.com, stating that editors at People have always been careful when dealing with photos of kids, but in the past few months, our sensitivity has been significantly heightened. So let us turn to the issue in place. People are not debating the paparazzi's economic value, but their ethics. But are they actually committing a crime? Should legal ramifications be fashioned to limit paparazzi's actions? We believe that the paparazzi have their freedom of the press.
However, we also believe that there should be limits and regulations on how the paparazzi exercise their freedom of the press when it comes to minors.
Hello, my name is Daniel. Let's talk about the problems of the paparazzi. The paparazzi are notorious for violating and stalking celebrities' children. Also, children actors are often bombarded by the media and stalked. This doesn't just go for celebrities, testified Halle Berry, actress of over 22 years, who also has children. Halle testified to the California State Assembly. This was a public safety hearing that was filmed and published on the California State Assembly website on June 25, 2013. Halle discusses at the hearing that the paparazzi has caused psychological stress for not only her children, but other celebrities' children as well. Many celebrities' children seek counseling and therapy because of the barrage of publicity. Another advocate of limiting the paparazzi's ability to photograph children is Jennifer Garner. Jennifer Garner has children and has been an actress for over 19 years. She reported to CBS in 2013 about the issue, stating, and I quote, "I don't want a gang of shouting, arguing, law-breaking photographers who camp out wherever we are all day, every day, to continue traumatizing my kids." Now that we talked about the issue at hand, I will be explaining what the cause of this problem is. The paparazzi have risked their lives for one sole purpose, and that is money. They go to extremes to snap photos of child celebrities. A good example of this is when Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt had their first newborn, Shiloh Novell Jolie Pitt. According to Lacey Rose, writer for Forbes magazine, in 2007, she says that the couple sold pictures of their newborn for $4.1 million to People magazine. Now that is an absurd amount of money for pictures of a newborn. It shows that with prices like this, the paparazzi have the chance to make very good money. Even if they get caught breaking some rules, it would still be worth the money. Society has always been eyeing the lives of celebrities, so it will always be in demand. Normal people love to look up at the glamorous and luxurious lives that celebrities have. So there will always be an interest by the public because, let's face it, not all of us will ever be that popular or wealthy. This will continue to happen as long as there is a demand by society. There are, however, solutions to help avert these problems that children face. We should be protecting children more from the paparazzi. By doing this, we can reduce the stress placed on children. We can also give them their much needed privacy. Recently, Bill SB 606 passed in California 2013. This bill has strengthened the protection of the children from being photographed from the paparazzi. By enacting laws such as this in other states, the fines and penalties for paparazzi goes up higher. They will be charged with harassment if they are caught taking pictures of children. It should also be mandatory that in order to film or photograph a child, you need to have parental consent. Those who are caught filming or photographing a child should be sentenced to jail or fined by increasing the penalties on the paparazzi so we can help set limitations on them as well.
Hi, I'm Jake Nelson. Looking at the current state of our incredibly voyeuristic society, the paparazzi are clearly a relatively permanent fixture of American culture. As my peers explained, the paparazzi have a lot to gain monetarily from their photographing of celebrities and their children. So much that ethics are often abandoned in pursuit of the most exclusive and subsequently lucrative photographs. As the payout for these photos, which are quite trivial in the grand scheme of things, increases, the motivation for paparazzi to act immoral and mercenary in their endeavors also increases. The evidence provided by my partners shows that this increasing lack of ethics causes considerable detriment to celebrities' children. In order to combat this moving forward, we propose that the photographing of minors by paparazzi should be more heavily regulated. This would include laws that would classify any paparazzi photography of children without prior consent by a parent or guardian as harassment. Consent of a child's guardian would be a necessary step in legally taking photos of said child in public. It is our firm opinion that the implementation of stricter and more black and white rules surrounding the paparazzi will inevitably check the seemingly perpetual growth of poor ethics within the paparazzi community, rather than lead them to get more creative with their breaching of accepted ethical behavior. Additionally, it is our earnest hope that the harsher penalties for breaking these proposed limits would also further deter any malicious actions driven by greed. We intend for the necessary impediment caused by these new laws and penalties on the paparazzi to increase the ethics surrounding celebrity photos and, conversely, lead to the decline in childhood trauma caused by the paparazzi.